Today's page. The son got the money. He packed his things and left. He couldn't wait to see the world. His family was sad to see him go. Total pages. The people found him. Then Samuel said, "Here is your king." Everyone cheered and shouted, "Long live the king!" A good heart. 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 1 through chapter 16 verse 13. Saul was a good king for about 20 years. Then he began to disobey God. God was sorry he made Saul the king. Samuel was sad about it too. God sent Samuel to a man named Jesse to find a new king. When Samuel met Jesse, he said, "I'd like to meet your sons." When Samuel saw them, he thought, "These are strong-looking men." God said, "I do not look at the outside of a person. I look at the inside of a person. I look at the heart." Samuel asked Jesse, "Do you have another son?" Jesse said, "Yes, his name is David. He's out in the field with the sheep." Samuel asked to see him. As soon as David arrived, God told Samuel, "He's the one I want to be the next king." Samuel anointed David. He poured oil on David's head, and David was filled with God's power. The lost sheep. Matthew chapter 18 verses 10 through 14, Luke chapter 15 verses 3 through 7. Some people wondered who was most important to God. So Jesus told them a parable. Think about a shepherd. What does he do? He watches over his sheep. He gives them plenty of food, and he gives them plenty of water. He counts them up to make sure they are all there. If one is lost, he looks for it. He looks in the barn. He looks near the stream. He looks in the hills. He looks everywhere. The shepherd does not give up. At last, he finds the little lost sheep. He carries the sheep back. He calls his friends together and says, "Let's celebrate, my lost sheep has been found." Then Jesus said, God loves every one of his children like a shepherd loves his sheep. When one of them sins, it is like a sheep that has gone astray, and God is very sad. But when the person turns away from sin and comes back to God, he's very, very happy. He celebrates like a shepherd who has found his lost sheep. The lost son. Luke chapter 15 verses 11 through 32. Jesus told another parable about God's love. There was a man who had 2 sons, said Jesus. He owned a big farm. His youngest son did not want to work anymore. He wanted to travel and have fun. So he asked his father for his share of the family money. The son got the money. He packed his things and left. He couldn't wait to see the world. His family was sad to see him go. The end.